The Cambodian killing fields. You're in Cambodia, it's 1975 and the Civil War has just ended. Yippee! At this point you don't really care who's won, you just want all the famine and suffering to be over. A new group named Khmer Rouge is in charge. Surely they can't be that bad. Oh, suddenly you and everybody else in the capital receive a notice to be evacuated? Wonder what that's for. But you go along with it because mom says everything will be fine. You trust that until your house is broken into and you're separated from your parents by these people with guns. Next thing you know, you're in these fields and those same people are killing everybody. To make it worse, they're using makeshift weapons like bamboos and pickaxes just to save ammo. People being massacred left and right and the people doing it laughing. You, 8 years old, are tasked with burying the mass amount of bodies. You don't really understand what's going on, but what you do is the thought that if you don't start digging, you might become one of them. You are given one bowl of soup a day and you have to do hard labor dusk to dawn. It's tough. Most kids can't handle it, but if you stop moving, you'll die. You meet another boy and agree that you're not going to die at somebody else's whim. You share the same dream as this boy to determine your own life with your own will, to get out of this hell on earth. You and a group of boys hatch a plan to escape to the neighboring Thai border. It'll be a difficult journey with no food and disease running rampant. It'll be a miracle if even a handful of you make it. You and the group of boys gather up to escape. It's a few days run to the border. There's no food, and ahead, a long landscape. And the little food you do get amounts to rats and lizards, and even then, there's not enough. Therefore, you and the boys have to come up with a strategy to effectively decide who gets to live or die. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Phew, you won. Phew, Asami won. You turn, you won again. Oh, we won. I mean, there's significantly less kids than before. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep moving. Don't look back. If you stop moving, you'll die. The rain is running heavy. Your legs are giving out. Kids are dropping left and right. But you, 2 kids from Japan, have made a promise to not die like this. You have got to keep moving. You can't die. You've got to keep moving. You've got to keep moving. To keep moving. To keep living. 1990s Japan, the land of the rising sun, amazing prosperity, amazing cars, amazing technology, anime! But something is off with the people. What is it? Oh, but that music, the nature, the aesthetic, everyone seems so happy. Why are all the politicians... Is this a retirement home? Wow, nice economy, technology, robots, cars, the Yakuza, crime groups that are causing havoc. But they're pretty cool though. There's something happening below the surface where the line between Yakuza and politician gets kind of blurry and you have to ask, who are really the bad guys? They're the 2 most powerful groups in Japan, but is there really a good and evil? Who are the people we are really putting in power? And why is everyone over 60? Without those badges, this could be a retirement home. What is there to do? What is the problem exactly? And why is this mafia boss a lamp? Can we really achieve change? At the bottom of the barrel, coming out of hell on earth, there are 2 boys. 2 boys that can see through this facade of Japan. 2 boys that are going to use any means necessary to change this place. 2 boys that are going to use rock, paper, scissors to decide their path. One to go into the world of Japanese politics and the other the underworld. Both with a good head on their shoulders, trauma, and the best of all, ambition. Using both the most notoriously evil but also powerful systems in history, they are going to build their sanctuary. And so, we're submerged headfirst into both these worlds, seeing the pure drive and ambition of these 2 men, but also how are elections really decided? How did the Yakuza really operate? Like, Yakuza is cool, but how could this make politics so damn interesting? This whole manga is structured like a chess match. Each side employs crazy strategies that leave you on the edge of your seat. Each chapter, the situation changes, and you're like, why is that person doing that? One guy makes a move, boom, a guy's exposed. Oh, that guy's dead. The diet is dissolved. Not your keto fast diet, Karen. I know it's the New Year's, but no, This is the main legislation building of Japan. And what if it gets out that you two are working together? But don't worry, these two boys are 5 steps ahead of even you. Each move made grandiose in this experience, and even if you're not familiar with these systems, you're strung along for the ride. To the point that I'm getting hyped over policy changes! Oh! Let's go! Woo! We got a freaking new bill, baby. When I think of a perspective from the inside, Sanctuary captures that really well. It's happening for us, so we don't have to experience it for ourselves. Well, it happens for me, but luckily my boss isn't evil or anything. I can't do a boss for sword. I can't kill the mailman. I can't do it. I'm top of the leaders of both the Japanese parliament and Japanese Yakuza crime syndicates. All right. Like none of us can do that, Johnny. Oh. Okay. But what if we can do it? What's stopping us, really? As Sanctuary goes on, you go deeper and deeper into each sphere, learning so much about the power systems at play in this world.
Hey bro, open that up. Oh my god. Who would do such a thing?
Unfortunate. Anyway, let's turn it up. Meeting some crazy ass people, gaining more and more allies. Everyone that Asami and Hojo touches with their pure ambition and dreams have new life poured into them and rally behind these main characters, finally invigorating a new era of politicians. But is that really enough? These old politicians' roots are deep. Someone's mind could change just like that if their full hearts aren't into this. These people have maintained power for this long for a reason. Each side fighting tooth and nail, using whatever tools at their disposal, whether it be their brains, bronze, or manpower. As corrupt and evil as these politicians are, they have this same ambition and desire as these young folks. They won't go down without a fight. Each time there's a success, there's yet another setback. These old men grappling onto power like their lives depend on it. Some are wise enough to stop, but others go to the bitter end. So what's going to be on the newspaper today? What developments are underway? What scandals are going to be revealed? These are questions that you begin to ask. This is a living, breathing world in the midst of immense change, and Asami and Hojo are at the center of it, leading the charge. But this political thriller wouldn't be anything without the CEOs, big money people, Yakuza, politicians, everybody powerful. Bill Clinton? A sugarcane farmer. This is good writing. He has a grenade! Everything driving these crazy people? Dreams. People that are up here for a reason. People whose eyes directly contrast those of the general populace. A cast filled with the type of people that when they make up their minds to do something, they do it. The type of people that represent what we all want to be. People with dreams. But going for your dream is not just a cherry walk. Sometimes you have to fight tooth and nail, as Asami says while giving a speech to the idle politicians who gave up on their dreams. What kind of person just waits for his turn? You gotta grab it with your own hands. Do you want security or do you want to make things happen? A man's life is not that long, you know. To wait is to die. We've got to keep moving in order to live. And they bring that same mindset as it applies to their sanctuary. Someone like Asami and Hojo that has tasted death knows the cost of being idle in your dream. More than anyone, death can come in an instant. You only have the now to do something. They learned that the hard way, with constantly being on the brink of starvation, murder, disease, or something worse during those Cambodian killing fields. You've got to keep moving in order to live. And once you stop living, once you stop growing, you get those eyes looking like those eyes of old men while still in their 20s and 30s. Those eyes that have one foot in the grave. How does a child's eyes end up like that? That's where the main contrast of these characters is shown. It's the eyes. Their ambition and people's dreams are constantly projected and then clash. It's so tangible at some points that it literally saves Hojo's life. So Hojo is in the hospital, about to get shot and die by this Chinese Yakuza guy. This guy is a real ticking time bomb. His level of ambition is on the same level as Hojo. He was the one that put him in this hospital, and he poses a very real threat to Hojo's grand design, or else we'll call it his dream, his goal for Sanctuary, and this guy is about to shoot him a second time. I'm going to shoot you. I am going to shoot you. I am literally about to Oh, it's the face of an angel. Maybe I should just That was therapeutic. In this line of work, your dream will clash with someone else's, and you have to make sure your grand design isn't fragile, or it'll just be shattered by another's. It's easy to roll over in the face of a superpower. Even if you don't like doing it, all you have to do is roll over, and you can go on with your life. But that's not living. That's being allowed to live. When you're at the mercy of someone more powerful, and you can't act on your own will, all that remains is humiliation and regret. Once a man has submitted to another power, he loses his own strength and will. Even if it takes 20 years, we'll live by our will and build it. Once a man has made that decision to support that channel that they found in the middle of that alleyway and press that button, they become very wise. Oh, come on, guys, that was good. I'm sorry. I know. I'm just a YouTuber. Stop throwing tomatoes. Now, what is Sanctuary anyway? When Asami and Hojo came back from Cambodia, they saw the corruption in these powerful systems. They saw the eyes of the everyday businessman. And their first question was, what do these people think it means to be alive? Once they found the answer to that question, they decided their goal was to build a place where people are given the power to live. What's wrong with Japan currently? According to Hojo, it's the lack of heroes. Heroes which make inspiration, which make motivation to achieve your dreams. When all the people in power are corrupt old men that won't give up power, there's no one to look up to, no one to motivate the currently apathetic Japanese people. One would rather just watch the news about the local zoo than worry about anything relating to the country's future. Even though this political party has been in power for over 60 years, the economy is slowly going into decline, population issues are skyrocketing, and the general populace are largely inactive about it. The need for heroes in Japan is more relevant today than ever before. Oh yeah, did I mention that Sanctuary was made in the 90s? So Hojo and Asami resolved not only to make change through these systems, but to change the systems themselves, to create a place with heroes, with hope, a place that cultivates dreams. Dreams are the thing that power all of this. Dreams are what makes it possible for men and women to live. And once those dreams stop moving, once they die, you get those eyes and you die, in a sense.
The gist of the matter is to live.
How can rich nations and poor nations and their citizens manage to go on living? How can they achieve a sense of being alive? If you can find the answer to that question, you can become the President of the United States. And of course, when you do, I will be the Prime Minister of Japan. In a world of infinite choices, it's up to you to step up for your dream. Out of the depths of this tragedy came two brothers that wanted to make a positive change. Of both the Yakuza and political spheres, with their mindset they got from Cambodia, they were equipped to make some amazing change. They knew they had to do this, no matter what, and that sometimes you might get bruised, shot, or experience the worst humanity has to offer. But those dreams drive you. They give you the life to keep going. They are what it means to truly be alive. You think we can be like them? Yes, as long as we have the will to live. Believe in the future.